decided to play tennis an hour a day, every day, to see how much I could improve. I got 2 friends to help me with this progression. This video shows days 30 through 60 of that journey. If you missed the first video, days 1 through 30, I'll leave a link in the description below, but here's a short recap of what happened. The very first step of this journey was finding someone that could help me improve. Fortunately, I have 2 friends that are really into tennis. One of them played high school tennis, and the other is just athletically gifted. But that excitement turned to frustration as I learned how hard it is to hit the ball over the net with proper form. You'd think it'd be easy, but there's a lot to keep track of. I just felt like I was learning to walk for the first time again. I could not get it right. Instead of keeping track of points, what we did was we kept track of how many times I could hit the ball over the net. And if I could hit the ball over the net more than 5 times, I would get a point. Otherwise, they would get a point. And that's when my friend Ukosh decided it was time to teach me backhand. It became abundantly clear very quickly I wasn't ready for backhand. At the end of these 30 days, I'm still not great at tennis, but I've improved significantly from day 1. And fortunately, I still have 60 days left. Coming in at day 30, I felt pretty good about my ability to learn tennis. My tennis was still not great, but I knew the things I needed to correct and I was working on them. But I also felt like it was time for a refresh. My friend has a stringing machine, which is used to put new strings on rackets. So at the beginning of this month, we cut all the strings out of my racket and replaced them all with new strings. I also replaced my grip, so I had a new grip. My birthday was around this time, and my friend got me new tennis shoes. All in all, I felt like a new man. About a week into the month, we decided to finally bite the bullet and tackle backhand. My friend spent a day practicing only backhand with me and teaching me the proper form.
Other hand. And then you're gonna twist this a little bit to the left. So it's gonna be facing down. If you're holding it naturally, it's gonna be slightly tilted down. So when you're bringing it back, it's never gonna be facing out. This side, the side that's making contact, will never be facing out. So that way you'll get this top spin, and you won't have to correct it.
And then for the days following that, we exclusively hit to my backhand. So I hit backhand after backhand after backhand after backhand, and eventually it started to feel a little more natural. Or at least I knew what the form was supposed to feel like, and I could recognize when I did it correctly. So that backhand practice took me to about day 45. And for the remaining 15 days, we pretty much exclusively just rallied. And tennis was so much fun at this point. I was still a lot worse than my friends, but I could return the ball. And they did tend to hit mostly to my forehand, which is something we'll probably need to correct for days 60 through 90. But for these last 15 days, it made it extremely fun. My forehand is starting to feel very natural. I don't have to think about turning my body, swinging my arm around, following through, turning my hips. Instead, I can see the ball, know about where I'm supposed to be, and the form feels comfortable. It's still not perfect, but I've seen huge improvements. Looking back at these 60 days, I think there's been a lot of improvement. I can hit the ball with a lot more pace, which means the speed that I hit the ball at is a lot better. But there are still some things I definitely need to work on. My backhand still feels very strained. I haven't put as many hours into my backhand as I should have. And then another thing that's been happening is when the ball is short, when I have to approach the ball, I get overly excited and I either swing wildly and hit the ball hundreds of feet into the air, or I hit the ball directly into the net. So I need to get better at approaching the ball, at volleys and backhand. But overall, I'm very happy with my improvement, and I'm excited for the next 30 days where I can continue to see this improvement and just have fun playing tennis. enjoy this kind of content, like and subscribe. And if you have any skills you think I should learn, leave a comment below.